So I have Tristen in here today. I've worked with Tristen a handful of times now. He is very good once you get your hands on him. He does struggle a little bit with getting caught. So I'm gonna give him plenty of slack. And what I'm gonna work on here is approaching him, and I wanna kind of approach him confidently. He might get a little nervous, and I'll just kind of let him back up there, and I'll walk away again. Another thing I could even do is just lay this lead rope on the ground. It's a nice long lead rope, so he can never really get away from me. And so I'm gonna try to work on that approach there. And I wanna give him the opportunity to get away if he feels like he needs to get away. And eventually, I'm gonna show him that he doesn't need to. And he might even start following me around a little bit. And that's when I'll give him some encouragement. Let him know he's doing good. And I'll leave him alone for a bit. And I'm gonna leave him over there by himself for maybe 30 seconds or so before I try to approach again. Just to kind of give him the opportunity to think about it. I'll see if I can't get him to reach out and kind of check me out. And I'll leave. Just a way to open up their curiosity about you. Kind of make it their idea whether they want to stay or whether they want to go. And that's a good thing right there. And I was walking towards him, he decided to face up. Now he wants to leave, so I'll go with him. He stopped there, so I'll stop. So Tristen does do well with picking up his feet. He does well with a lot of things. He's just still pretty nervous about people walking up to him. And there's no telling what he went through before he came here, so I can't really blame him. I could just try to work on those things to show him that nothing bad's gonna happen. I'll go again, this time approaching from the side. Now my focus when I'm walking up, I'm not focused dead on the horse. I'm kind of focused there at his feet, or just anywhere kind of off of his body. And I'll show you the difference right here, watch this. So I'm gonna walk away, right there I was focusing on his feet. This time I'm gonna focus on his body when I'm walking up. He's getting a little more nervous, he has to face me up a little bit more. So before, when I was putting all my focus on him, I didn't have all that energy focused on him. He did a little bit better. He's getting better at this, that's why he didn't react as bad. If you have horses that are nervous just by looking at them, that's kind of what that means, like what that is. Try to take your focus away from just looking right at them. Over time though, I will start to look at them more. And a lot of people say, don't look the horse in the eye. Well, after a while and the horses get more comfortable with me, I'm gonna look them in the eye, I'm gonna look at them everywhere. It's the only way to get them used to it. Especially with these horses, we're adopting them out to the general public. We have to get them used to like every different situation that they can encounter. Right there, I'm already 10 feet away from him. He's already thinking about getting away. So to start off, take the focus away and then work towards putting the focus on him a little bit more. You find a spot that they're uncomfortable with you touching. You can go back to the spot where they're a little more comfortable and then work your way back to that spot where they're uncomfortable. But this is something that you definitely want to do when you're working with your horses, is rub them down. Figure out where they're still uncomfortable with things. If you got a project horse, you want to make sure they get used to these things. Otherwise, when it comes time to saddle them, and you throw that saddle up on their back and the stirrup comes down and hits them somewhere they don't like, they're going to take off bucking. And you're going to wonder why your saddle's laying in the dirt. There's a lot of different ways that you can work on these things. I do work on them several different ways. But for him, I figured this would be the best bet. And I tried it. And it seemed to work for both the approach and for rubbing him down. He still has a long ways to go. But we're going to take one step at a time on the progress.